Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you need a mat, which you should lay out right now and get it ready. You also need a stability ball and a set of light to medium dumbbells and some water for hydration. We are going to work on strength and balance today. Let's bring your feet shoulder distance apart. Keep your ball handy. We're going to be picking it up in just a second, so have it right in front of you. Keep your knees soft, point your toes straight ahead, lengthen through your torso, drop your shoulders down, take a big deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale, pull your elbows back, opening your chest, lift up and lower your arms. Now take the right hand, reach up, stretch the side of your body, pull down, reach up again and lower your arms. Other side, reach up on the left side, pull your elbow back, reach up again and lower the arm. Now both arms, inhale up, exhale, pull back, open your chest, inhale, reach, hands come down. Now squat down, pick up your ball and lift up, touch down and lift. Keep a strong brace through your core. Keep your knees open, your feet are nice and wide. 2 more. Now hold it down there. Step your feet wider apart. Lift your chest. Now roll the ball to the right with your left hand, to the left with your right hand. Roll across and roll across. Bend one knee at a time. Keep the other leg nice and straight. Shift your weight side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come take a seat on your ball, on your mat, so your ball doesn't slip on the floor. Now have a little bounce, keeping your spine long and bracing your core muscles. We're going to do a lot of core movement today, so we're going to strengthen your midsection. All right, now tuck your tailbone down, lean back and walk out. Sit the hips down, bending your knees. Bring your hands behind your head, lift your chest and roll back, opening the front of your body. Bend the knees, roll the ball all the way forward towards your heels. Bring your hands down, walk up to sitting. Now lift up, flex the ankles, hinge forward and stretch out your hamstrings. Let's repeat that. Walk down, sink the hips, hands behind the head to support the head. Press back, open the front of your body. Keep your eyes open, bend the knees, roll up to sitting, hinge forward at the hips, flex the ankles, and stretch your hamstrings. Now bend the knees, have a little bounce, and then lift up, stand up, and come sit facing me. Bring your feet apart in a comfortable but wide stance. Lift up on one side, swivel the body, and now place one side of your hip, one side of your bottom on the ball. Have your feet in a long split stance. Press your knee downwards. Take the same side, the left hand, reach up and lean back. Lift up. Let's go to the other side. We're opening the front of the hip. Shift, swiveling the feet, press the knee down, push the hips forward, feel a stretch in the front of the hip, reach your right hand all the way up, stretch up. Good, come back to the center. And now, have a little bounce. Now circle your hips in one direction, and now in the other direction. Now side to side, lift one hip towards the rib. You'll feel your abdominals engage, and you'll just roll the ball side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now stand up. Stand behind your ball. I'm going to start my timer. We're doing each move for 60 seconds, or about 60 seconds, couple seconds shorter than 60 seconds. Stand behind your ball, bend down, and pick it up. Bring your feet hip distance apart to shoulder distance apart, or even a little wider if you wish. We're going to do a set of squats. Hold the ball in front of your body. Now squat down, touch, lift up and raise the heels. Squat down, touch the ball, lift up and raise the heel. Touch and raise the heels. So you're coming up and balancing on the balls of your feet. Squat, touch, and raise your heels. Lift the heels as high as you can get them. Keep some weight towards your big toe. So you're not rolling out towards your little toe. You're pressing up towards your big toe. Couple more. Good. Put the ball down on your mat. Come down behind your ball onto your knees. Bring the ball into your hips. We're going to do a bird dog. We're doing 2 sets of each move, so you'll get 2 opportunities to work on this. Lie over the ball, stretch your legs out, bring your hands onto the floor, shoulder distance. Take opposite arm and leg and lift it up. Other side. Now it doesn't have to lift very high. Think of more like you're stretching to opposite ends of the room. As you raise the arm, lift your thumb up and point your thumb towards the ceiling so your thumb leads the way. This movement strengthens the back of your body, your postural muscles, while you're balancing. You might notice one side is a little easier than the other side. Good, now come up. Roll back, stand up, come behind your ball, pick up the ball. Feet, hip to shoulder distance or wider apart. Squat with a heel raise. Chest up, let's go. Touch down, lift up and raise your heels. Touch the ball and raise your heels. Sit back each time. Keep your chest facing forward. Bend your knees like you're going to sit down. Lift up tall. Touch down and come up. Make sure your core muscles are braced so they feel tight around your midsection. Last one. Come up onto the heels. Okay, put your ball down. Come behind it. On your knees. Bring the ball into your hips. Lie over it. Walk your hands onto the floor. Opposite arm and leg. Stretch away and lower it down. Stretch and lower. Reach. Now it's normal to have one side that feels easier than the other. Think of lengthening as you lift. Stretch. Lead with your thumb. Thumb points up. You'll feel a contraction in your glute, your bottom, on the side that you lift, and in your shoulder, as well as all of your back muscles. One more each side. This strengthens your postural muscles, improves your posture and balance all at the same time. Come down, come back, roll back. Okay, let's pick up your dumbbells and move your ball to the end of your mat. Pick up your dumbbells, bend your knees. Sit on your ball and walk out into a bridge. Lift your hips up. Bring your dumbbells up. Down and up, one dumbbell at a time. That's the way. Now, keep your hips high. Let your elbow come down lower than the ball so you feel an easy stretch through the chest and shoulder. Strengthening your chest, shoulders, and triceps. The back of your arms. Hips high. You're also strengthening your glutes, your bottom, hamstrings, the back of your thighs, and your low back muscles. You may even feel it there. One more each side. Good. Now bring your dumbbells down. Now come back to that bridge position. Head supported on top of the ball. Bring your hands up. This is going to strengthen your back. Hands up, clasp your fingers. Now rotate to me, twist your hips. Come back to the center, hips high. Roll away from me, hips high. Come back to the center and roll the ball. So each time you roll the ball, roll towards me, stack your shoulders, come back to the center, head supported. Roll away from me, come back to the center, hips high. One more time each way. Roll, look at me, come back to the center. Now roll away from me, come back to the center, and come down with your hips. Now, bring your feet onto your mat, take a little break. We're going to do a second set. Pick up your dumbbells, chest press. Okay, here we go. Walk forward, lift your hips, bring your dumbbells up from your shoulders, hips high. Alternating chest press, down and up, down and up. Alternate the sides. Keep your hips high. Point your tailbone towards the wall away from you so that you're lengthening through your low back. Inhale and exhale. Point your tailbone away. Chest open. Shoulders are down and back. Almost there. Two more each way. One more each way. Very good. Now bring your dumbbells down. Place them on the floor beside your mat. Take a moment. Press your back into the ball. Charlie's Angels, I call this one. All right, here we go. Walk forward. Lift your hips. Head is supported on top of the ball. Bring your hands up and lace your fingers. Rotate to me. Roll the ball. Come back to the center and hold there, hips high. Roll the ball. Rotate away from me. Come back to the center, hips high. Again, roll the ball, look to me. Come back to the center, hips high. I've got my feet quite wide. It makes it easier to balance. There's still quite a lot of balance even with your feet wide. Rotate. Come back to the center. Last one. Rotate. and come back to the center and come down with the hips and walk back up to sitting. Have a little bounce and then hinge forward and come up. Okay, let's pick up. I'm gonna just adjust my mat. Pick up one dumbbell. Hold the dumbbell in your right hand. Stand with your left leg forward and your right leg back. Place your hand on the ball, hinge at the hip. Now, row up, slowly down and up. Now your fingers are spread. You've got 90% of your weight on your left leg, just 10% of the weight on the right leg. Now lift the leg, the right leg, and down. Lift and down. For balance, lift and down. And down. Couple more. Last one. Good. All right. Put your dumbbell down, come kneel behind your ball. Now, if you want, you can rest your ball against a wall to make it more stable, and that will make it easier. Otherwise, come onto your forearms, lace your fingers, get your shoulders over your elbows, and lift your knees up. Hold for a moment, bend your knees, touch down, and lift up. Bend your knees and lift. Now this is going to work your core, your shoulders, and your thighs. The front of your thighs works each time you straighten your legs. Your core is working the whole time, so you may feel that, and your shoulders are working too. So it builds stability in your shoulder girdle, which is important for the health of your shoulders. Stability in your core, important for your back. And come down. All right, stand back up. And let's do the other side for the row. Bend your knees to pick up one dumbbell. Bring your right hand onto the ball. Right leg forward, left leg back. Row and slowly down. Row up and slowly down. Now, keep some weight in your hand. Lift the leg as you row. Lift and down. Very challenging to lift the leg, so feel free to just keep the foot on the floor here like this. Or lift the leg and brace the core. One more time. Good. Now put the dumbbell down. That's very challenging. I found that quite hard. Okay, maybe you did too. Hate to think I was alone. Let's do that plank. Come onto your forearms, lace your hands, lace your fingers, tuck your toes under. Here we go. Lift your knees and hold for a moment. Establish a good plank. Lift the back of your head up and brace your core. Now let's start with those knee bends. Bend your knees and lift your knees. Touch down lightly and straighten, strengthening the front of the thighs, your quadriceps, with that knee bend, and straighten, strengthening your core to stabilize your lower back, and strengthening your shoulders to improve the health of your shoulders. Almost there. Do one more. Good, come down. Okay, now move your dumbbells a little higher towards the top of your mat and come lie on your side and then roll onto your back with your feet on the ball. So feet on the ball. Pick up your dumbbells, hold them parallel. Now, lower your arms overhead for 4 counts and bring them up for 4 counts. Inhale as you lower for 4 counts. Exhale as you come up for 4 counts. Now let's get the core involved in this picture. Brace your core, press the ball away, roll it, and push your heels into the ball as you bring the knees in. Press the ball away, pushing down on the ball with your heels. That's going to work your legs, the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and as well as all the muscles in the shoulder girdle and the chest. Roll away slowly and bring it up. Very smooth movement. Now put your dumbbells down, keep them handy, pick up the ball between your legs. Place the ball onto your knees. Bring your hands onto the front of the balls. Dead bug. So your knees are bent like you're sitting in a chair. Your back is flat. Press your hands into the ball. Opposite arm and leg stretches out and comes back. Other side. Opposite arm and leg. Stretch and up. Take your thumb towards the floor first so that the palm of your hand faces inwards. Press into the ball with your knee and your opposite hand. Press. Very challenging movement for the core. And in. Good. Put your ball down. Put your feet on top of your ball. Pick up your dumbbells. Bring your dumbbells up. Heels on top of the ball. Slowly lower. 2, 3, 4 as you push the ball away. Come up as you pull the ball in. Now press down on the ball with your heels. Pull in and press down on the ball as you come in. So keep some pressure on the ball the whole time as you roll it out and roll it in coordinated way with your upper body. As your arms move, your legs move. As your legs move, your arms move. It's all together. One movement. Slowly with control, palms of your hands face in. It's like a hammer grip on the dumbbells. Heels press into the ball. Smooth movement. 2 more. Press the ball away and push down on the ball. You'll feel your hamstrings. 1 more. Press away and pull in. Put your dumbbells down, out of the way. We are done with our dumbbells. Pick up the ball with your legs into your hands. Now bend your knees like you're sitting in a chair. Hands on the front of the ball. Opposite arm and leg. Open, 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4. Open out. In. Open. And close it in. Open it out. Breathe. And in. Good. put your ball down. All right, we are done with our strength work. We're still going to do a little bit of balance work as we stretch. Bring your hands out to the side in a T with the palms of your hands facing upwards. Bring your heels together and open your knees like a frog. Flex your ankles. Slowly roll the ball to one side. Keep your opposite shoulder flat. Inhale and roll up. This takes a little bit of core strength, but it's going to create mobility in your chest and through your spine. Let's repeat that one more time each side. Slowly roll the ball, touch your thigh, keep both shoulders flat as you can. Other side, roll, keep your shoulder flat, and lift up. Good, now roll onto your side and press up. Come up to standing and then you're going to sit on your ball. So first of all, face your ball, bring one leg forward, tuck your toes under and lift up. Take a seat on your ball. We're going to do our stretches that we did in the warm-up as part of our cool down. First, just a little bounce. Sitting tall with a braced core, little tiny bounce. Hold there. Now, roll forward, walk forward and roll the ball underneath your shoulders, lower your hips, bring your hands behind your head, stretch up and over, opening the front of your body. Bend your knees, roll the ball forward, release your hands, walk up to sitting, flex your ankles, hinge forward at the hips, stretching your hamstrings. Lift up. Let's repeat that. Roll out, walk out, lower your hips, hands behind the head, press out on top of the ball, bend your knees, rolling the ball forward towards your feet, release your hands from behind your head, walk up to sitting on top, flex your ankles, hinge forward. Good. Now come up, bring the ball into the center of your mat and sit on the ball facing me. Straight ahead. Lift up and rotate. You've got a long split stance. Press your knee downwards and your inner thigh into the ball. Roll the ball forward and squeeze your glute. Lift your chest. Bring your right hand onto the ball. Bring your left hand and reach up. Stretching up, lean towards the back of the room. And release. Go across to the other side. Good. Now you've got a long stance. Press your knee in and down. So you're squeezing with your inner thigh. Rock forward and squeeze your glute. Take the hand, reach up. Lean towards the back of the room, away from me. And lift up. Come to the front. Have your feet nice and wide. Turn your toes out, hands on the thighs. Roll the ball forward, stretching your groin, and release. One more time. Roll the ball forward. I call this the cowboy. And come up. Bring your feet comfortably apart, hands on the ball. Tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Now tilt your left ear over to your left shoulder. And one more time. Right ear, right shoulder, stretching your neck. And left ear, left shoulder, stretching the right side of your neck. Lift up, inhale, both hands up. Inhale up. Pull your right elbow down, reach up left, right hand up, pull down left, both hands up, both hands down, roll your shoulders back, nice big circles. Come up to standing. Standing nice and tall, inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands down. We are done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a great class and that you feel strong.